log in on my laptop.
Now, hopefully, we are now live.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
David is frozen to me. They're all frozen again.
Oh, don't worry about it.
David moved.
It'll all come back.
David moved. You moved, Dave.
That was a real good start, wasn't it? Yeah, good evening. I don't know if anyone can actually hear me or not, but hello, everybody. Somebody put something on chat and tell me how this is working, because I have no idea. Because everybody I'm staring at is just frozen up.
We're all moving.
I'm just gonna swap over to my laptop, mate.
I didn't hear a bloody word.
It's all going so well.
Okay, Jim, you
Hang
go.
on. I'll be back in a minute.
Your laptop. No, question is, Dobby, if you want to,
right?
If you get comments up, which you've now got one, if you click on the comment, it should bring it on screen.
Yeah, I've done that because I tried it earlier with this one.
There you go.
You're having trouble connecting. See, I don't know what you can see, but it's not showing.
It is for me.
Yay! Jim's disappeared.
Yeah, he's trying it on his laptop instead of his phone.
Oh, okay. Because you two are cracking up with me, everybody. Sorry, folks, not doing very well here, am I? Welcome to the mad world of Dobbington. Good evening, everybody. I will ask David to cut the first 2 bloody minutes of this. Lovely to see everybody. Hello, Dave. Hello, Carl. How are we, both?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Not long got back, so this is why Dobby's hosting, which is his first time. So please, audience, go gentle on him. I've had a good week and lots of work going on. And that's about it, really. How about you, Carl?
What about you, Carl?
Not too bad. Boring week, really. Not a lot going on, apart from went out and had a good drive out with the missus on the Wednesday, and Dobby's gone. Went for a drive out with the missus on Wednesday. We went to is it Hanbury Hall or Hanbury Courts, something like that.
Yeah.
He's coming back again.
My bloody internet, fucking virgin. Never mind. Just crashed me out. But now you're not cracking up.
Excellent.
But then you're not saying. Did that kill off the live, or are we still?
No, it didn't.
No, it still keeps it going. You have to kill it off.
I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it off in a minute. I'll tell you.
It's just like when my internet went down a few weeks ago, and you all carried on, and it took me about 10 minutes to get back on. Exactly.
As long as you, if I keep disappearing, then just try and talk, please. Hold on. Let's bring our Jim back. Hopefully he's back again. Hello, Jim.
I'm back.
Yay! Hello, Jim. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Like I was saying, I've got issues.
Yeah, he's got issues.
Yeah, he's got issues, all right. He's frozen.
Well, I'm just glad you two said something, because I thought that was me again. Poor Jim's got issues.
Dear.
Yeah, internet, all that kind of stuff. Now, it might be quiet tonight a little bit because people will be going to bike show nights and until about 9:30ish, because they want everything to go right before they get further lockdown problems.
Well, yeah, I was actually at one tonight at Ston and Barnes. I popped there to have a nose. I wanted to see, basically, out of interest from myself, just to see how they were going to deal with it and everything. And I have to say, the organisation, good evening, young lady.
Evening, Cat.
You all right?
Evening.
I have to say it was all nicely organised. You literally rode in out the driveway, got stopped by one person. He explained that when you then get to the gate, they will take your temperature and give you a card, which they did, and then you then get waved to where they want you to park. Yeah, nice thing that I didn't think about, but they actually gave you a bit of wood to be able to put your stand your bike on, so you didn't sink into the ground. Because I didn't think about taking anything with me for my kickstand. And then you just use either your phone if it's that clever, or with the camera, or use a QR code reader. And then just give you details, and then that way that you're recorded that you're there and that you've attended.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really nice. It was done ever so well, and people did kept quite a decent distance from each other, staging their little groups, etc. It seemed to go quite well from what I saw. So yeah.
Evening, Trace.
Evening, Trace.
Yeah. Evening, Tracy.
Yeah. And there's our Tracy. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Well, I hope. So, Jim, sorry, you were saying about
Yes,
you got issues.
Yeah, ordering parts from Japan. It's all good fun when it's COVID.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, how long
Apart
is it?
from
You
that,
said
it's
you
come
were.
along really well.
How long have you been waiting for these parts? Did you say?
Originally, they said 7 weeks, and I was told today it's another 7 to 10 days.
Good God. That's mad, isn't it?
Just bloody annoying, isn't it?
At least with all that time, there's COVID's dead on the parts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a pain in the arse that it's only like a 2-inch bit of Bakelite sort of plastic with the spout coming off the fuel feed. That's all it is.
That's it. Good God. David, can you not print in one? Just a thought.
Unfortunately, no, you can't. It's if I had nylon, it might be possible, but you'd have to have the STL file of it to be able to do it. And if it needs to be able to move at all, then it really needs to be rubber or rubberized plastic.
It doesn't move, but it's got to be safe to use with ethanol and petrol and all that.
Stuff,
so
it'll melt.
Yeah.
You have to use specialist filaments, and my machine is not set up to do those kind of stuff. I can't get the bed hot enough, and the R10 won't get hot enough either, because you're looking 150 degrees for the bed.
Yeah.
Blimey.
It's a pain in the arse, but it's one of them things I wanted to try finish by next Friday, but it's not going to happen. So apart from that, everything else is going swimmingly. Bit of a bodger's nightmare, but
at the end of the day, if it's going, the bit I saw, you put a picture of the rear axle up. That was looking well smart.
I've repiped the rear brake lines today. Obviously, because I've converted it from drum to disc, so I've had to redo all the brake lines. And whilst in the process, I've been finding twisties where proper connections should be for the wiring.
Oh dear.
Excellent.
Twisties and insulating tape. So
that's the best bodger's gear, that is.
That sounds a bit like my attempt at fixing something. What do you mean,
I must admit, I've done that as a temporary fix when I've needed something right quick in a hurry. but then I'll go back and do a proper job on it.
Yeah.
I always carry JoJo blocks with me. I always carry JoJo blocks. So,
Evening, Chris.
But,
Evening, Chris. Evening, Yankee Doodle.
Evening, Chris.
Evening, guys.
evening, big
How we
man.
doing?
You all right?
Yeah, all sorted.
God bless you. Well, it's good to see you, Chris.
But
You have a good.
Yeah, thanks.
for
How's the
someone
week-
like me
how's your
to
week?
find it with what I am, like, it's a bit cringeworthy finding twisties in electrical wiring loom.
Yeah.
Not good. Not
Twisty
good at all.
wise is okay. It's crispy wise you got to watch.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
No.
but twisties lead to crispies.
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
as you can testify, Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is there a story there we need to know about?
Oh, no, it was not a real story. It was years ago. I had the bike I was just gathering about. It's a little 125. The bike just stopped dead on me.
Mm.
And it just turned out a wire had snapped. So basically, I just stripped it and twisted it and wrapped a plastic bag around it because that's all I had. And then after a while, that plastic bag moved and it shorted out against the frame.
Oh.
Oopsie.
So Carl now works for Budget and Scarpa.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of my workers then.
Yeah. So then I didn't have any fuses. So it was a case of actually bodging a bit of metal in the fuse holder, redoing the crispy bits again to get me home.
I'll
Sounds
give you a
like,
little tip if you lose fuses. Get a ring pull off of a Coke can
Yeah.
and pull it right off, and it's a perfect fit for most blade fuses.
Yeah.
Might not be the right amperage.
I was going to say, at
It should
work,
get you home.
at my first place that I worked at, everything was electric. So you had long extension leads plugged in the wall, and you plug your grinder or whatever in at the other end. Our fuses was an 8mm bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll run about a couple of 300 amps through it. Never had any problems.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
they
going to
didn't-
get out to use it.
They didn't think about health and safety in those days. I was 16. I'm now.
Do you touch it and tell the amperage by the temperature? So the hotter it gets, the nearer you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I suppose the most
in the
important question.
In the winter, when it was cold, we used to just coil the extension lead up and just switch it on.
Get it warm.
Instant
That
fucking
that was a
heat.
joke. Yeah, what do they call them now? It's not thermal couples.
Thermal cutoff.
Induction
Coil.
The induction coil. That's
Induction
what I was
coil,
looking
yeah.
for. That's exactly how an induction coil works.
Yeah.
And of course, if you take the strand out and wrap it really close to each other, then you got your 3-bar electric fire that we had when we were kids.
And a bloody great magnet.
Yeah.
So, Chris, how's the bike?
Yeah. Man, I'm in love again. I'm feeling the same love that Dobby's feeling at the moment.
How do you know I'm feeling anything at the moment?
Mate, if I
You
had
got
that
a
bike
smile
on
on
my
your
drive,
face.
if I had that bike on my drive, I'd be feeling the love.
Yeah, I tell you what, yes, I am, just slightly, and I have to say it's I'm an absolutely amazing one. Absolutely well chuffed with it. I only picked her up yesterday. Saw her Wednesday, picked her up yesterday, and it was out in a little village, so it was back roads, and taking it nice and gingerly round the first couple of corners, wondering how she was going to behave, knowing what my bandy felt like and stuff like that. But you just tipped her, and she just went into the curb, absolutely, and she almost did it too well for me initially. It was quite a shock how easily she went over and just sort of turned. It was absolutely, amazing. And that I literally I just literally drove her about 2 or 3 miles to start off with, just to make sure I was happy, and then stopped for a fag. And I took my helmet off and I was beaming like nobody's business. It just felt totally and utterly different to the Bandy.
And how do you like the extra power?
Cheek clenching, I think, is one way of describing it.
Well, you don't know, he's gone from a 600 to a 900.
Yeah, I've gone to Suzuki RF 900R, 99 plate.
So that's,
in
165 odd brake horse, something like that.
Don't know. I know it's got a top speed of around 165. not because I've tested, I will hasten to add, because I did a lot of reading up on it.
So you only did 71 on the dual carriageway home?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Of course I did. I tell you one thing, and it's really, there's a couple of things that are quite strange to me with this. When you look at your clocks, you look at your speedo. With my Bandy, anyone that's got 600 Bandy, we only look at the circle, and your needle goes around. All the miles an hour are quite nicely spaced out. There's quite a gap between 10 miles, 20, 30. So by the time you get to 30, your needle is sort of about 9 o'clock or so on the Bandit. On this one, it starts here, and 30 miles is sort of an hour is just about there. The needle hardly seems to move. So my first concern was, don't sort of just take a quick glance down, actually read the bloody numbers, because if I glance down thinking, oh, it's at night, the needle's at 9 o'clock, I must be doing 30. Trust me, I'm not. I'm doing about 70 or 80 at the same time.
You got a new bike then, Dobby?
Yeah, I've got, like I said, a Suzuki RF 900R.
Oh, you lucky sod.
Yes, I am very lucky.
You lucky dip.
Yeah,
I think they only built them for about 3 years as well. Is it 3 years, 4 years, something like that?
Something like
5 years. Yeah,
well, I
think
900. I'm not sure if
4 years for the 600, but they done the RF 600 and the RF 900. The 900 is basically a detuned GSXR engine.
Yeah, it's the Gixxer 11, isn't it?
And they go like stink. Absolutely flying machine.
Mm.
What colour? Red?
Purple.
Oh,
with pink
Believe it or not.
accents.
I'm trying. I don't know.
Sexy beast.
It looks.
I know. How do you put pictures up, Dave? I don't know how you put pictures up, mate.
You should have a little box now saying sharing.
Ah, there we go.
You click on that.
Familiar.
There's your bike.
Is that the one? It's got the pink slashes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little baby.
Absolutely.
Do you know that only looks good in 2 colours, purple and black?
Mm.
Yep.
I have to say,
I think they did it in red, silver, and blue as well. But
when I first I saw the picture, and I thought, from one angle it looks it's obviously from the lighting, because it was inside undercover storage and stuff like that. In the front, I thought, God, that looks a little bit pink and stuff. So it was obviously the lighting. But as soon as I actually went and saw her on Wednesday night, I just took one look at that and thought, Christ, all of a sudden I don't want a black bike. I have no idea what it is, but it really just appealed to me straight away. But the only other one thing that I've got to get used to as well, because obviously my first bike was a Virago 535, slow old thing, bless it, but a beautiful bike. Absolutely loved riding that. And then my Bandit, which was the naked version, suddenly having a fairing on there. When you're doing slow manoeuvres, sort of like turning left or turning right, or negotiating your driveway, you sort of turn the hand, because you actually have to turn the handlebars to sort of turn. and it's
and the fairing don't.
Yeah, I know. It was quite unnerving to watch me push the handlebars, but the front of the bike that I could see didn't seem to be doing anything, and I thought, oh.
we all had the same experience when we went to our first fully fairing bike like that.
I've never had a fully faired bike like that.
You'll have your feeling then soon.
I'll tell you something else you'll have to get used to as well.
Yeah.
Is if you're sitting in traffic, the heat comes off those front header pipes and it all stays inside the fairing, comes straight up under the bars into your face.
Yeah, I must admit, I've already noticing that. But yeah, man, she's
on the RF,
gorgeous.
It comes out by your legs.
Is it on your legs on that?
Yeah,
because it's got the bottom opening, isn't it? Yeah, lube.
Yeah, it's got the Testarossa look.
You'll love it in the winter. Evening, Ken.
Evening,
Ken.
Evening, Moist as well.
Yeah,
Moist.
My still cracking fight, mate.
You got it right.
Moist.
You just got it right. And you stopped yourself.
And I panicked thinking I got it wrong. Oh, bless. Good evening, Moist. I was up there. And he's just saying hello to everyone. And the various assortments of nuts that make up the peanut gallery. Cheers, fella. And saying hello. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Mice. I'm well chuffed, mate. Well chuffed. And my favourite.
One of my always want bikes, the RF 900. Always want. Absolutely fantastic bike.
I had a little chat with our Wegs. Hello, Wegs. I hope you're all right. If you're watching, good evening, young man.
Complete with scaffolding.
Yes, apparently so now. Yeah. That's going to feel weird for him, isn't it? But I had a nice long chat with him about it, and he couldn't sing enough about the positivities about the bike and stuff like that. And with all the reviews I read, and knowing the person I was buying it from, I just couldn't resist.
But the thing of it is, with the RF, when it first came out, it didn't sell over here.
No, it
nobody
didn't.
wanted it. It's
apparently
sold well in America.
Too angular. So I understand.
It sold well in America, but nobody in the UK or in Europe liked it because of the Ferrari connotations with the design of the fairing.
But you see, I'm a Ferrari nut, so I don't mind that. I like the look of that. That really
But now they're rather sought after, so you're likely to get one. What did you pay for it by
15?
If you don't mind. 15.
15.
That'll only go up in value, mate. That is a future classic.
That is a bloody good price.
Keep it.
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, they are going for that price at the moment. If you do hunt around and look, because I just wanted to be nosy and see, how good or good or bad or whatever. And there are examples out there if you hunt around. But this, the fact that I knew the bloke and everything, and I knew what work had been done, and I knew the garage that had worked on it, so it seemed a no-brainer. I just couldn't, I had to pull together the cash. No, but that's where it was serviced. It was a crew member.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Lucky get. That's all I can say. You can let me have a go then?
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, well, I'm going to Wendy's on Saturday morning.
Okay. I'll pop round. If you let me know what time, and if you don't mind an extra visitor, I'll come round.
Yeah.
And I'll
tell you what, if you got your big boy pants on now, riding a 900, you can have a go on
excuse
Scarlet,
me.
if you want.
Excuse me, 900 indeed. Bloody cheek. I have it's a 937cc, thank you.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. I've worked on it, and yeah. But no, if you've got your big boy pants on, then you can have a go on Scarlet.
Yeah, I must admit,
Come here.
It's a complete different type of ride to Bandit. My Bandy, she always felt very top heavy, and I could almost get my feet flat, but not quite. So it was hard to sort of, when you're sitting on it, push it backwards or forwards or whatever. This one, I can put my feet flat on the ground and actually stand up off the bike, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I've got
Centre
just
of gravity's lower on the RF.
Yeah.
The centre of gravity is a lot
Yeah.
different to the Bandit. That's why you'll find it's like yeah.
And I've done I reckon about 150 miles in the last 2 days, sort of playing around on it.
Yeah.
Just have, you know. Yeah, well, I've got to take it easy because of my arm, you see.
Yeah.
Painkillers, mate. That's what they're for.
Yeah, you don't want to be pulling that out of socket, mate.
No. But I must admit, yeah, she is gorgeous. She really is. And it's a completely different ride, and I can see why everybody raves about them nowadays. There, look, Ken says he's found 6 on Fleabay already for you. So, lads, get on there if you want one.
No, Scarlet is up for sale, so
That'll be snapped up, mate, wouldn't it?
I've got 3 people that want it already.
Well, there you go. So it's basically sold.
So
Good.
One Dutch auction
Yeah.
coming up.
hey, yeah,
He
well,
said
it's
one-
up for 4.5.
That's
So,
worth it, no?
Well, they're going for 5.5 at the moment, and that's with more mileage than mine's got on it. Mine's only got 30,000 miles on it. Serviced in May, MOT'd in May, new tyres in May. Had the spotlights put on it. A few other bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done 3,000 miles since May when I got it.
Well, yeah. We haven't had the chance to get out, what with COVID. As much as we would have done.
3,000 miles ain't too bad. Not bad,
No.
not bad for COVID and lockdown and shit.
I mean, I usually only do 5,000 miles a year. That's just going to and from work, really.
Back in a sec.
Blimey.
Clothes on.
That's an image that's not going to go away from my mind very quickly, is it?
Yeah.
So, can I ask then, Dobster, why the RF?
Because it was there. I really don't know. I've sort of been half nosy at a few different bikes, and my real love is cruisers, and I will have a cruiser, one day. So I can call myself a two bike man. Oh, I love them, mate. It's just it's my thing. I like them. I always have done. But I'm trying to remember how. I think it was someone posted the link or the info about the RF on our cruise site, and I just saw it and just sent the lad a message to say, is it still available? He said yes. Turns out we know each other, blah de blah. So I went and had a look at it. And from the moment I saw it, sat on it, and just sort of took her up off the stand, it was very clear that it was a bike that was going to be a hell of a lot easier for me to handle, even though it's not much difference in weight to the Bandit. As you say, with the centre of gravity being lower.
Very well balanced, very well balanced bike.
Yeah, I really don't understand why it wasn't such a success in the first place over here.
Probably down to advertising or the lack thereof.
It wasn't even that. It was just the look of the bike.
Yeah, which I don't understand.
I mean, you look at the original GSX Katana. That looked fucking awful. Absolutely hideous fucking bike. But it was ahead of its time.
I love that bike.
Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it. Right? I knew two people that had one. Yeah. But now they're so sought after, people want them.
It's strange, isn't it, how fashion changes or personal opinions change.
Bikes do have fashionable runs. I mean, when McGregor and Boardman did their long way trips, everybody wanted the those type of
The
bikes.
GS.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
GS.
Yeah,
They all
GS.
wanted those.
The invention type bikes. That's what sort of kick-started it off, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah, because it was in the news and on TV, people wanted them. They thought, yeah, I can do something like that. I can go around and I can drive around on a bike. That's no problem. And they bought a bike and passed the
But if I'd
test.
want to do that sort of thing on a GS, I'd rather have something lighter.
Yeah. Because half of them don't know, but the other
Yeah,
half does.
Himalayan.
Yeah, something along them lines.
Well, that's why
No,
they
if-
called it the Himalayan, because to test ride it, they rode across the Himalayan mountains on it, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, all you need to do really is put a set of knobblies on it, and that, or sort of half knobblies, and you've got a all-terrain bike then, haven't you? And it's cheap.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter so much if you break it and stuff like that. With a GS, it's costing you 10 grand plus. You don't want to be dropping it, do you?
If you look
Good
at
talk, Tim.
the Himalayan top speed is what, 95 mile an hour?
Maybe, yeah. Down there with the wind behind you, maybe.
Yeah, 95 is about its limit. But then you look at the Africa Twin. That's a 1000cc bike, and that will only do 100 at a push.
Yeah.
So you got a bike a third of the size that'll do the same sort of speed, and it'll do exactly the same thing. So
Yeah.
proof that you don't need a massive bike to do it.
Oh, no. And there's plenty of luggage capacity and luggage options for the Himalayan as well.
Yeah, and it's not that badly priced either. I mean, what's the
No.
Himalayan? You can pick up a Himalayan for about just under $4,000, brand new.
I think on the road you're looking at about 4,344.
Yeah, that includes all the luggage and everything.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at Hemi up in Halifax when we went up with the boy, and they offered us a brand new Himalayan in the white camouflage, and that was $3,950
Yeah.
on the road.
That's not bad.
$3,950 on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I got the Bullet, it was a toss up between the Himalayan and the Bullet, and the Bullet was just actually more comfortable sitting on. That's what won it for me.
But you can get the comfort options on them, can't you?
Yeah.
But I think it's for an extra 150 quid. You get the
comfy seat.
the comfy seat and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sums it up. Bring more wallet.
Or
Yeah.
he shouldn't be saying wallet. He should be saying wonga. Bring more wonga.
But no, the Hemi's a bloody good little bike,
Yeah.
and I'd definitely think about one if I didn't have the problems with my shoulder.
Yeah.
Or when I'm out in Turkey, because I don't need nothing bigger than a 350 or 400 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
411, isn't it? I think.
I think something like that. Yeah. There's rumours abound that they're going to do a 650 version as well.
Yeah, they're on about putting the engine from
The Interceptor and stuff.
the Interceptor. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because they've actually stopped making the Bullet now.
Have they stopped it altogether? Have they?
Yeah. Stopped production in India altogether now.
I didn't realise that.
Because that one hasn't been out long anyway, has it? The 535.
No, they.
I think they brought that out. Didn't they bring the 535 out about a year or so before they brought out the Interceptor? Because they uprated it all, didn't they?
It was actually the engine wasn't a new one. It was actually a version of a slight change to the lean burn they did for the Euro 1 specifications.
Yeah.
Basically, that lean burn engine has actually done them all the way through to Euro 4.
Yeah.
With just some modifications on the for EFI and exhaust.
But they were a fucking good little engine. I mean,
solid.
They're bulletproof.
Yeah.
Bulletproof engines.
So I wonder what made them decide to stop.
Say again, sorry?
Why do you reckon they decided to stop them there?
Because it's about 50 years old.
Yeah, the engine that they're actually using was designed in, I think it was 90 or 91, and they got a Swiss company to do it. And it was actually the unit construction.
Come on, spit it out.
It was a unit construction, whereas before it was actually
pre-unit.
No, you had pre-unit. You had two. You had a gearbox separate to the engine.
Yeah.
This is all in one, and it was designed by a Swiss company in '91, and basically the same engine has seen them all the way through to Euro 4. The new Euro 5 regulations coming out, they'd need to redesign some of the internal workings. So they've actually decided they're going to stop the bullet because the Interceptor and everything else, the 650 and the Himalaya are doing so well, they can stop it.
Yeah, I suppose there's no need to keep beating a dead horse, is there, at the end of the day? It costs some more money to...
Yeah, but it's been a bloody good seller for this long.
Oh, yeah, it's kept the company going, hasn't it, since the 50s?
Since the 50s,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So nearly 70 odd years.
Yeah, well, the bullet's been going since 19... I don't know if you...
I think the first one was 37, if I remember.
Yeah, the first one was 37, but that was like a 300cc or something.
Yeah,
like
or the 350. Well, no, 300 wasn't it? It
300
was 40 odd before they had the 350 and the 500
yeah,
out.
48, I think they come out the 350 the 350 single, and then 51 they came out with the 500.
Yeah, and I think it was 62 they did the 750 twin, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's the one that engine, believe it or not, was actually in the cavalcade when Kennedy got shot under the brand name Indian.
Yeah.
We've actually found a subject that Carl talks on.
I know something about.
Can't shut the fucker up now.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it, like Royal Enfield stopped making the bikes here. India took over them, and they were built under the Enfield banner, not Royal Enfield. Yeah. Until when was it?
94, I think.
94. Yeah,
I was in the middle.
Then
could have been 96. I think it was somewhere.
An American finance company took over the company, started developing them back here, and that's when they got the Royal Enfield back.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad bloody innings for one little engine like that.
No, because it's not the design hasn't really changed apart from unit construction now.
Yeah, exactly the same bike. It's same as a Classic.
Yeah,
Classic was the same engine, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly the same engine, slightly different frame.
Yeah,
everything else is pretty much the same.
Well, you had the Classic and you had the Classic GT, which was like a what do they call it, cap racer or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something along them lines.
So yeah, cracking little bike. But I'm definitely thinking of looking at a Himalayan for Turkey if I can ride out there.
Yeah.
That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? I'm going to say, that was exactly what I was going to say, getting up and down your hill. Line.
Fucking hill?
Mountain go.
Yeah, I'm not as if I try and knock it and reduce it just to a hill.
Okay then. We'll be British about it. It's a hillock.
Yeah, a hillock.
I think Hill is designated as being at 998 feet.
Is it?
Oh, good God. Who knows these sort of things?
Is that from ground level or from the bottom of the hill up?
It's from
I think
sea
it's
level.
from sea level.
Sea level. That's what I meant, not ground level, sea level. Which means,
So you could have a hill on top of a mountain.
which means the hill my mum lived at must be a mountain because West Bromwich is the highest part of the country here, apart from where you got all the mountains, of course.
But does she actually live on a hill or does she live on high ground?
Hill.
She actually lives on top of a hill.
Right on the top of the hill.
Right. You got to check to see if it's designated as high ground or a hill.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between a high ground and a ground?
The words on a bit of
Well,
paper, that's all.
High ground is like the ground that goes up in elevation, but it's not like one certain point.
No, it is one certain point. In order to go to my mum's, you've got to go up either side to get there.
Whatever it is, it's a fucker to walk up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually cycled up it once when I was a kid.
I bet when you was a kid, you had fun with the sledge as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Brick
Dustbin
tray.
lids, bin bags, yeah.
And then the council decided
Bit of all
halfway
over.
up to put a grit bin because drivers couldn't get up.
That's right. You kick the lid off that and use that.
Yeah, the trouble is the adults kept putting the grit in the road and you couldn't sledge down it anymore because you come down and then hit the grit and you...
Gravel
Here we
rash.
go. We've got somebody else joining us now. Good evening.
Days
Gordon.
early days of gravel rash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Gordon.
Evening,
Hello,
Gordon.
Gordon.
All right, Gordon.
You're evening, guys,
You well?
as well as
Yeah,
can be.
If
Thanks,
you have a look at the film, the man that goes up a hill that comes down a mountain, I think that is a partially true story.
Well, yeah, there's probably several men that's gone up a hill and come down a mountain.
No, it's actually a film. It's actually a film.
About?
That's what it's called. A man that goes up a hill that comes down a mountain. Because they all thought they lived on a mountain, but they didn't. They lived on a hill because it was too short, shall we say. So they just carted all this mud and stuff up to the top and made it higher.
Made it into a mountain.
Made
Okay.
it into a mountain.
It's a
What?
hill on one side and a mountain on the other now.
How the hell did we get onto this?
That's the beauty of hosting a hangout on motorcycles. Everything but motorcycles seems to get on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
Bikes
what.
are the last thing to talk about.
I'll tell you what, we'll bring it back to bikes if you want, Dave. Weggy's been doing a thing on our crew page where he's putting a different bike on, as in, oldies, newies, or whatever. And one actually I like to put on today. I haven't actually read the page yet to find out more info, but it was a Suzuki RE5.
Oh, the Wankel engine.
The
Yeah,
Wankel engine,
Yeah. Rotary.
Rotary.
Rotary engine, or Wankel as they like to call them, from 74 to 76. I don't know if you can find a picture of that, Dave. Can you put it up? I don't know.
I'm just going down it now to have a look.
But that was, I must admit,
Yeah.
I've never seen one before, and other than the targets it's got on the side, it seems, I think it's an actually stunning looking bike.
They were a nice bike, but
yeah.
it was the maintenance cost that led them to discontinue it.
Yeah, like I say, if you look back at the time, everything was
Suzuki
two-stroke,
R5.
really. Well, the bulk of it was two-stroke, wasn't it? Dead easy
Yeah.
to work on.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
But it was only rated as
Yeah,
like
looks like it. Yeah, that's
or
it.
150cc engine.
That's the
Yeah.
kiddie.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that engine looks
understand-
almost triangular, doesn't it?
Well, the drum actually is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a rounded triangle. But,
Yeah, the only wank engine I've ever been on is a bike called a Van Veen. It's a Dutch manufacturer.
yeah, Dutch bike. Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is about that. It just attracts me, though. I think it's a gorgeous looking thing. The only thing I don't like is
nice looking.
is the stupid little reflectors they've got over the headlight and over the tail. Look like targets or something.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I thought they were shell badges.
But you look at that, and then you look at a GT 380.
Yeah, very similar size.
Very, very similar size.
I think I'd rather have the GT 380.
Yeah, I would as well. I did, should I say?
Did I had a mate I had two mates of mine had the GT 750, the old kettle job.
The kettle, yeah.
And one of them had the GT 380, and do you know that GT 380 was faster than the 750s?
Yeah, they were,
and a lot more nimble as well.
Oh yeah, you could throw them about. The tyres didn't last very long though.
No, I think what was it, a 110 or a 120 on the rear?
110, 90, 18 or something.
Yeah.
No, 17 on the back.
Oh, where's it gone?
It's all right. You switched it off, so I thought, oh, just to have a look at that, and then you brought it up while I was looking. There you go. They do look very similar.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic bike.
But for looks wise, actually, I prefer the Suzuki. I don't know why.
That is a Suzuki.
Yeah, all right. I prefer the other Suzuki.
Well, the RE5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The RE5.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mate's GT was fully faired, and it was the only one I've ever seen with a full fairing, and it was in the shell ones, the Heron Suzuki colours.
Yeah,
Heron Suzuki.
Yeah, and it had all speeds. Oh, mate, that's the sound it made was unreal.
Mine had all speeds on it as well.
So you'll know firsthand, Jim. I mean, that sounded so much like Barry Sheen's GP bike.
You think that a Triumph with a loud pipe today sounds nice? You should hear a GT 380 with all speeds on it, 3 all speeds, where you and you cut the baffle plate out the back, take all the wadding out from inside, and then you put the baffle plate back over the end. So you basically got 3 straight through pipes singing the nuts off on an old 2-stroke.
I have to say, it actually looks better in that picture than the first one you showed, Dave. I presume it's probably, for me, it's probably the colour.
Yeah,
I mean,
the first one.
Yeah, and it just looks small. I suppose it's the picture just makes it look smaller as well, maybe.
It does. It's all the same bike. It's just different colours.
I think the most common colour for that was like baby shit brown, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know. It was a bit darker than that.
Yeah, the guy took
that
it.
Looks gold to me.
Yeah, there's a darker version.
They really did have shit colours on them back in the day.
There it is.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I must admit that is nice. I like that.
Gone are them days.
So you'd have one. You'd have one, would you, Jim?
I've already had one.
I'll tell you what. Seriously, I would swap my ZZR for one of them.
Really?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far.
I would, if it was a good one.
They were all good, but you'd end up taking the head off, guaranteed, once a month.
Oh, yeah.
You send the piston in. But then it's not as bad as the old Kawasaki, where you take the head off every week because that pot centre piston. They were just proper shite. They tried
the
to
H1
Suzuki. Huh?
Yeah.
On the H1.
Yeah.
Gordon, we can't hear you.
Or it had blown the spark plug out the top.
Yeah, I used to blow the spark plug out at a centre bore as well.
Yeah.
Oh crap! They tried to copy the GT and it didn't work. It didn't work. So, but
I think I've
no,
missed out on a lot of
380
excitement.
The GT 380 was an experience. It was a big old lump of a bike. Don't get me wrong, a fucking big old lump. But it was a two-stroke. It was a two-stroke. You see it coming down the road and you think, gosh, what's that, 400 or something? Like, oh, CB 400 because of the fucking size of it. And then it come up and it's two-stroke 380. So, but
See, this all intrigues me with when you lot start reminiscing, because I've missed out on all of that, and having all this fun of doing, you know, two strokes and stuff like that. I must admit, because they had quite a unique smell to them as well, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, especially if they were running on Castrol.
Castrol,
Castrol,
rock oil, Silkline.
Yeah, I used to run either Castrol, PJ1, or Rock.
Yeah, rock oil or Castrol. That's all I use.
You still get two-stroke oil from the garage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's normally for your lawnmower now, isn't it?
But it's not the same stuff.
It was late 80s, early 90s when I.
It's not the same quality.
Using two-stroke.
Well, if you go for the Fuchs one, which is still Silkline, it's pretty much the same as it used to be. It's just a bit.
All right.
But yeah, I think everybody knows the bike that I would have in a heartbeat if I could. Had to be the X.
G500.
No.
Here he goes.
Monkey bike?
What, the X?
Every day, X7.
X7, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was a proper hooligan bike back in the day, mate.
Yeah.
Proper.
First 250 to hit the ton, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the back wheel.
Mm.
Because that would go up on the back wheel in every year.
Jesus.
And then you get nutters like us put racing reeds and all speeds on and just make it even more fucking lunatic.
You're making me feel bloody heartbroken here with the old Boyson racing reeds and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. There you go. You're laying over the tank in the headlight just to keep the front wheel on the ground when the power band kicks in.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you need to do, Pete. Get yourself a really decent set of headphones and go onto YouTube and turn them up loud and go onto some two-stroke videos. You won't get the smell, but you'll get the sound. But you won't get.
I can work
just
on the smell.
Yeah, the average headphones won't do it justice.
You got a decent set of headphones, so you got to listen to the RG 500,
right?
The X7 250, and the GT 380 if you can find it.
Yeah.
Right. GT.
The RG 500. It just sounds like Barry Sheen's bloody GP bike.
Well, it was, wasn't it?
500.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Almost every week when we do a hangout, Dobby's got homework to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a pen next to me. What was the first one you said? GT 380, RT.
RG 500 and the Suzuki X7.
Oh God, yeah. What was that 5-pot 125 Honda did? They brought it out for the Manx GP, not GP, but the
When did they bring that out? Last year?
No. It was in the 70s. 5 pots, 2-stroke 125.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. See if I can find it.
Got it. RC 149.
Beat me.
Mm-hmm.
RC 149.
Yeah, a little
X7 on
screamer.
Kenny's doing his homework for me. He's found me a X7 on Fleabag for $3,000.
There you go, Dubby.
Was that?
Off you pop them, Jim.
Yeah,
Get bidding.
Yeah, $3,000. Yeah. Here we go. Oh wow.
5 cylinders, yeah.
5 cylinders just for a 125.
Yeah.
I brought this one up rather than the fairing
Yeah.
ones, because obviously the fairing ones you can't see anything.
Who else did a 5-cylinder? Didn't Benelli do a 5-cylinder?
That's got to be something like crazy.
Well, if you listen to one of them,
oh,
was it Benelli?
Didn't Bruce Anstey race a 5-cylinder around
Yeah, they debuted that
around the island.
around the island a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a 5-cylinder. What is it? RC419 or something? Let me have a look.
There's your 5 pistons.
wow. Let's just see if I can get that on full screen. I don't know if that helps anybody.
Hold on. Let me.
That's it.
Wait, where do you go?
Yeah, you got pistons the size of a thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4
They must
valves
have
per
been.
cylinder.
4 valves.
I was going to say, it looks like you've got 4 valves on each one.
Yeah.
20 valves, 5 cylinders.
Little 25cc per piston, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blimey. That is a phenomenal bit of engineering, isn't it?
That's hedge trimmer size.
It is.
Depends on how hairy you are, I suppose, doesn't it? That is phenomenal. Oh, wow.
5 carbs.
Yeah.
I was going to say it'd have to have a carb to each.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 34
That
horsepower.
does sound
out
like
of
something.
That is quite a lot of power.
Yeah.
What year was that?
125. Is it
I have
70s?
no idea. I was going to say it looks like late 60s, early 70s, but I have no
I'll
idea.
tell you what.
the year is.
In 19, now was it 79 or 80? I can't remember. I used to have a Honda 250 Red Rocket motocross bike, and proper full race. That only had 40, I think it was 44 HP in all that time,
Yeah.
and it's double the size. So 34 horsepower out of that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It probably got a power band about yay size, and
It looks like it red lines it. Believe it or not, the rev counter.
77,000.
No, in fact, I'll show you it again. There you go. I'm sharing again.
19,000.
No, 20,000 and a bit. It red lines.
20,000. Jesus
RPM, yeah.
That'd have to be bouncing around, wouldn't it?
Be screaming like a Formula One car.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Right.
at me.
Oh, well.
The Bruce Anstey bike that he raced around the TT was the RC213 VS,
Right.
which was basically a hand-built version of Marc Marquez's MotoGP bike.
Really?
Because the Hondas are 5 cylinders, aren't they?
Sorry?
The MotoGP Hondas are 5 cylinders.
All right.
That
You know, I
one was a
never knew
V4.
that.
That one was a V4.
1965.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good year.
Sorry. Racing's the RVs. That's right. That was the 43. The 143. Yeah, 1965. It won 9 races.
That's a good year, 1965.
I know. I don't know. I think
I was
85
one.
kilos in weight. 8-speed transmission.
How 85 kilos?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's nothing. How the hell do they get the weight down like that?
By having nothing else. It's a racing bike.
It's a racing bike.
You got
It's
no
on a BMX
lights.
frame.
You got your exhaust is as minimal as possible. I mean, look at your brand new exhaust and your aftermarket exhaust that you can buy. I mean, I took one of the pair of exhausts off my bike when I was changing them, and the weight in just the silencer of the one of the two was double the weight of the complete system that I was putting back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was like that with my Bandy when I did that years ago. I was absolutely amazed when I took the damn thing off and put this other one back on. Just the difference in weight was phenomenal. I don't understand why they make them that heavy, or is it just to get them through all the regulations?
It's for all the emissions regulations and sound regulations, basically.
Yeah.
That all goes
Especially
right out
on
the fucking window in my house.
Yeah, especially the ones that have got the catalytic converter actually in the end can itself as well.
What the fuck is that?
Somebody's playing a tune.
No, that's a 5-cylinder Honda.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sounds something
Screaming like my cat when I stand on its tail.
I'd want to be trying to swat the damn thing. God.
Yeah, that was a 5-cylinder 2-stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, Dobby, another one you got to listen to through the headphones.
Right.
Is the CBX 1000.
Yeah. Or the Kawasaki Z1300.
No, that was shit. That kept breaking
No, I
down.
love that. I had one of them. No, I never had any problems with mine. Never had any problems with it. It was brilliant.
They kept
Only
overheating.
did 2 miles on it, but it
all
was
sorts of
brilliant.
shit.
No, I did quite a few miles on it. But it was, I mean, you think of it being a big torquey bike, 6 cylinders, big engine.
It's less power than the Honda.
Yeah, and then you get like an LC 350 at the side of it, and it leave you standing.
Yeah, they were so down on the power compared to the CBX now, and they weren't the most reliable of bikes. You must have had a good one.
Yeah, I think the top speed was only about 130.
Yeah,
130, 135, and I don't think I ever went over 110.
but that was a 6-cylinder Dobby, straight 6.
Straight 6. Oh,
yeah.
That must have sounded nice. God.
Well, what I did with mine, you got 3 into 1 on each side. And so if you take the sides off, and then you know these chrome deflectors you get for your car exhaust that just deflects it down. Stuck one of them in each side so that it was like a side exit pipe. Sound just like a Formula 1 car.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Couldn't use it for work though. I didn't dare start it up early in the morning. Neighbours would have shot me. They would have set fire to my fucking garage.
I had a similar problem with my power valve seals on my RD350. It was just they kept blowing, and in the end, I just decided to leave it. But my solution, because I was living at the top of the hill, like I was saying, or upright, I just rolled down the hill, and at 3/4 of the way down, I just switched the ignition on and started it up that way and just went. Better than waking up the neighbours and everybody and complaining, hey, your son is waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just waiting to see. I've got new exhausts for mine. I put it came with the Pipeworks exhaust on it, and even with the baffles out, it didn't sound great. And I had the Delcovic stubby cans that I had on the previous one, which has now been on 4 bikes. So they're on it at the moment. But sitting in the garage in a nice box is a nice set of Acropovics. So they'll be going on the weekend.
So, that sounds nice.
Yeah, that was 1,800 quid's worth of exhaust. Nobody's looking. I'll have one of them. 350 quid.
That is a deal.
Christ. Can you do nice shopping for me? Jesus Christ. I don't know how you lads find all these bloody bargains. God.
It's hours and hours of
Luck.
looking usually.
An awful lot of trawling, but luck as
Trawling.
well. Yeah. I mean, I look on eBay and stuff like that for stuff that ends at 2 o'clock in the morning because no fucker will be up.
Yeah.
They'll just put a bid in it and go to bed. I'll wait till 30 seconds from the end and then I'll start thinking, okay, what shall I put on? And then my maximum bid, it's only ever one bid. Maximum bid, 3 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I miss out, sometimes I don't. It's luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a right bargain. So.
Yeah, you could say that. What's this? Yeah, definitely. Nice. Definitely.
Yeah, I thought you would be, Christ. Yeah.
And with lots of volume as well.
Oh, God, yeah. Has to be. Has to be. The baffles are out of them already.
See?
And so is the cat, because on mine, it's got 3 cats. It's got one in the collector box underneath, and one at the end of each of the link pipes. So they're all out. So she will pop, fart, gurgle, and scream like a bitch that's been kicked in the crotch.
And I was starting to think I had a decent sounding bike, but all of a sudden I think I've still got a quiet one compared to everyone else.
Has it got the baffle in it?
I've got straight 3 pipes on me.
Has it got the baffle in it?
No, the baffle's out.
If it's got the baffle in it, take it out.
No, the baffle's
if it
out.
hasn't,
and he's already he changed it from the I presume the original to a stubby not long ago. It's got that, and it does sound nice. I must admit, it really does sound nice.
Measure the diameter. If the diameter of that pipe is a 51mm inlet, I've got a can sitting here you can have. I'll send it up to you.
Oh, bless your heart. I'll buy it off you, but yeah, we'll have a look.
No, I don't want nothing for it. It's got a very small amount of damage on it. It's a carbon-looking one. It's one of the Delcovics that I took off the ZZR because I just very slightly damaged it. But if you put the strap in the right place, it hides it. So if you want it, you're welcome to it, mate.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, I'll have a look and see. But I'll see you right for it anyway.
Have a look, Dobby. Have a look. Have a look at the diameter on yours, and then let me know, because I'm actually going down to Reading in a couple of weeks to pick my daughter up. So if it is, then I can meet up with Chris and
Jim can bring it back.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's ever so slightly bigger, you could probably actually get a bit of wadding that go around it to actually take it all.
You can sleeve it up or down anyway. It don't make any difference.
Yeah. It's basically what happened was, as I said, I had those cans on 4 different bikes, and I took them off the ZZR. They went off the ZZR onto my Varadero 1000, but they didn't sound right on there on their own. And I thought, I don't really want to put the baffles back in because I think they should be made illegal. But yeah, I did. I tried them. I put the baffles back in, and it didn't make any difference at all on that. So I thought, okay, I'll put some wadding around it just to try and quieten it, because it was loud, but it wasn't a nice loud, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's quality of the sound more than the volume.
Yeah, and I think it just overheated slightly on the inside, and it just kind of blistered the outside of the carbon. But I didn't notice it until I took the strap off. It just happened to be where the strap was. But, so the baffles went straight in the fucking bin. So, actually, I've got a couple of spare cans out there. I'll send you a couple up, mate.
Blimey, mate.
That's the only reason I never went for a carbon can on the bike, because they just fucking bubble up.
Yeah.
They can't take the heat.
Yeah, I do like the look of it. I see having a black. Well, I say it's black. It looks black, but it's called Midnight Blue. The cans on it are black. Looked great. And that's the only thing that I don't like about these Acaprobics that I've got, is their titanium. If they was black, I'd be over the moon. But I mean, I'm over the moon anyway. But yeah, I think black would look better.
Yeah, but at least you know the titanium's going to last a bit longer than the carbon.
Yeah, that's it.
I got a black felt tip pen. I can always give it a nice.
Yeah, give it a nice. Have a go at it with a Sharpie.
If push comes to shove, mate, I've got heat resistant paint, barbecue paint. That'll do.
Yeah.
Nail polish.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Barbecue paint.
I'll tell you what, that's brilliant on the bike.
The things that we do to our bikes that are never seen is secrets that we don't tell anybody usually. When people, wow, you got a fantastic looking bike, it's beautiful. And you're going, yeah, but I got this, I got that, I got the other underneath. And if you ever see that, you go, what?
It's had 7 resprays. The wiring's all held together with chewing gum.
Right?
But it don't half look shiny.
Bloke before me, he welded kick plate in patches on the exhaust. Normally, the silencer fits onto your downpipes. Not mine. It was fully welded because it obviously kept coming off or something or leaking or whatever. And he welded every time it rusted through. He welded another bit of kick plate on there, which is the checker plate, that you see.
Yeah.
Pieces of that just welded all the way around it. That's one of the reasons why it was so heavy.
Yeah, but you gotta know all these shortcuts. That's why you lot are brilliant. That's why I love watching this and being part of this. That's amazing.
I'll tell you another little tip. That's a good one, but it's a naughty one, and I've known people do this. I've got to put my hands up. I have never done it. I promise you, on my mother's life, I've never done this. But I know people that have. And when the tyres get old and start cracking, they fill them up with black silicone.
Oh,
no.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Fill them with black silicone, yeah. And that's a trader done.
That's still death waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's that?
Fill up, when the tyres perish on the sidewalls and you start getting those little cracks, got to get a thumb and get, trying to think what this stuff's called. I think it's called The Works, and it's like a no nails type product.
Yeah, black silicone.
But it's black, yeah. And you just put something out on your thumb, smear it around the side of the tyre, looks like a nice new tyre.
Yeah, until you hit
fucking dodgy. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or it carries on splitting through to the inside.
Yeah, and then
you
pops
get
on
blowout. I'll tell you how anal I am with my tyres. If I put a brand new tyre on the back of that ZZR tonight and I got a nail in it tomorrow, it would get another new tyre. I wouldn't repair it. I'm that anal with tyres. I just don't like them.
I agree. If I get a puncture in a bike tyre, it's replaced. In a car, I don't mind because I've got 3 others that will keep me upright. But in a bike, if you lose pressure in one of your tyres, then theoretically you're coming off. Theoretically.
Yeah. I mean, on the car, if I get it on the car, then that tyre goes on the back. I wouldn't put it on the front.
Yeah.
It's just me.
I've actually had mine done, but I've actually tubed them.
Yeah. I know people that have done
you're
that.
actually safer keeping it on the front than you are the back.
What, in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have the arse end go round on me than
If
terminal
you
understeer.
have a blowout on the front, you can actually control it. You can pull it over to the side of the road. If you have it on the back, the arse goes, that's going to spin you around. So I'd always have it on the front, mate. Always.
I like driving sideways.
I was waiting for the little crack.
I'll tell you what. Seriously, this is no lie. What are we on today? Thursday today. So it was yesterday. Yesterday, I was out on the bike, and my missus following me in the car, and she kept saying where we were going. Put it in the sat nav so in case I left her behind. I said, no, it's okay. I'll drive like Miss Daisy. I won't lose you. And when the first dual carriageway we come to, that was it. Fucking, I redlined it. And of course, she's going backwards like you wouldn't believe. So I wait for her at the other end. She catches me up, and it's brilliant. We get through. We get into this little tiny village, and there's a level crossing in there, and it's such a busy bit of main line. It's the main line that goes from London down to Bristol, so it's a right busy bit of track. And sometimes you can sit there and you'll get Thatcham.
Oh right, yeah, I used to work there.
Yeah. So I sit there, get round to this level crossing. Sure enough, it's on red. 4 fucking trains we had to wait for. The heat was coming up. I'm starting to get lightheaded. I was getting that hot. Right, I've got the visor open. I've got the jacket open. And I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm looking down at the temperature gauge. It's 1 block off of the red. And I'm going to turn it off in a minute if we sit here any longer. And I was just about to switch it off, and the lights changed, barriers went up. I thought, oh, that's good. But I was still feeling a little bit woozy. I get over the level crossing and hit a fucking great patch of diesel. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, didn't I wake you up?
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
Mate, your buttocks automatically grab that seat.
And we used to avoid the crossing like the plague.
Yeah. At 5 o'clock in the evening, it's an absolute nightmare. But I had to go that way. Unless I wanted to go all the way around the back.
I thought you said you're a biker.
Yeah. I mean, the other
You
option,
go all the way around?
because I had the missus following in the car, I was dropping the bike off.
You got to keep the boss happy.
It used to take me 45 minutes to get to work, and it only took me 15 if I was walking.
I helped open
I've done that before.
the ATS truck centre that they have down there. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah.
I actually helped to open that centre.
All right. Yeah. I know where you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to work up by Newbury Racecourse. So you know the road from Reading to Newbury Racecourse.
Yep.
Well, I used to go from my house to get there. I'd go out through the 13 bends of death, up to Oxford and down the A34.
Now.
Take me an hour to get to work.
I was going to say, fucking hell, it's only a 20-minute ride.
Yeah, it used to take me about 15 minutes if I went straight there. And I used to do it, not every morning, but probably 3 times a week, take an hour.
Yeah, 13 bends.
I'm going to be back.
They're not so much fun in the winter, though.
Oi, you're a host. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
I am, because I need a bloody pee. Say goodbye.
Get a fucking bottle.
He's got wiggy-itis.
Yeah, he has. Never mind. He's doing a good job, though. He's doing a good job today.
Yeah,
for his first hosting. He's got it up.
Can't complain.
Oh, so
Is everybody moving about now?
Yeah, I think so.
So who admired the RG125 pictures earlier then?
Oh, mate, that's porn.
Yeah. It was a proper full-up restoration job.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous bike. And I mean, the money that you said that he wants for that is very fair as well.
It's only got 20,000 miles on it as well.
Right.
Bad, is it?
No.
Not for, what is it? It's 1991, I think. G-Reg, 91. But, yes, if you guys can sort of spread the word that it's up for sale.
Yeah,
We'll do.
I'm having major problems with my fucking ears tonight. Well, not my ears, but the headphones. I've put 3 different size buds on the end, and I just can't get this one to stay in.
I have the same trouble. I cannot use buds like that. I have to put the over-ear ones on, so they stay there. Because
I normally have the ones that go right down inside your ear. These are the They're that. So part of it goes in your ear, and they sit almost just on the edge.
Yeah, they don't actually go in your ear, do they?
They're kind of 3/4 of the way in, but not as well in as.
Yeah, but don't you find you've got to have fucking great ear holes to put them in?
Yeah.
For them to go.
Yeah. Them ones. They're brilliant. They go right in, and they're a brilliant sound, but they're for my phone, so they won't fit in your laptop.
I have the old school ones that just sit in there, like, you know.
It doesn't help having a hairy ear. I need to get the wax in there and zap all the hair out.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, that's it. Either that or a bit of duct tape would do. Just put it in there and yank the fucking hair out.
Don't forget to chat, Dubby.
Yes, I have just noticed, and you can pick me up all you like. I'm not doing this again.
Why? You're doing very well.
Oh, bless you. Well, I've got.
I think you're absolutely marvellous.
Oh, I thought there was a delay. I thought there was a delay then.
No. Hey, you done good, Pete. You done good, mate. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'll say to mice now, when you're my age, your blood doesn't like to hang on to it too long.
You think you've got issues now? Wait till you get to my age.
I'm not far behind you. I think I'm ahead of you, aren't I?
No, you're 5 years behind me.
No, but if Skeggy wants to come on, I don't mind.
I'm better looking.
We'll have to get up later on, so I won't be on till after 1:30 anyway. So if he wants to come on, I can come off. It's not a problem.
Okay, well, I can come off if he wants to come on.
Yeah, but I'm the one that's going to go to work in the morning.
All right, show off.
Evening, Skeggy.
Evening, Skeggs.
Evening, mate.
Yeah, Skeggy.
As far as jobs are concerned, I'm still plugging away to find one. But I've got an interview with Asda tomorrow sometime as well. That's another thing I forgot, the appointment I've got.
Excellent.
So fingers crossed. That'd be absolutely fantastic for me because it is literally only a quarter of a mile up the road from my house.
That's handy. So, what's that doing?
Oh, the warden's
It's just being...
Evening, Warden.
Oh, hello, Warden.
Evening, Warden.
I want to speak to him.
Evening, Warden.
Hello, my darling.
Hiya. Hello.
Hello,
Evening, Warden.
Evening. You all behaving?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
No, we never behave.
We never do anything but.
When we just behave badly.
Hold on, I think my halo's just slipped.
As long as it's only your halo, you're all right.
Oh, nasty cough.
I've got the wrong glasses on. I can't see who's who.
Well, that's him.
Is that better?
That's her.
That's it.
That's you and me. That's another
I'm
him.
him.
And there's two other hymns there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm him, and he's me.
And I'm you, and I'm that one up there.
Hi.
And now how do we confuse the masses?
None of them.
Wiggy's not.
He's taken to his bed, lame ass.
He's had his
That's not
staples
very
out.
No, I don't want to do that way.
Yeah, no.
I've tried to be flash there and got it totally wrong. Cheers, mate.
Wiggy's had his staples out today, so he's a bit poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes it out of you.
Scaffolding, bud.
Yeah, I think by scaffolding he's got the external traces on.
Oh.
He's got the external traction on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, nasty.
So that was screwed from the outside. That screws into the bone to hold it still.
Yeah, that's what I said, ouch.
Yeah, Chris, there's an
You're
idea.
right,
Yeah.
I reckon we should get Dobby on that RG to break him in gently with the
I'm going to
old
say goodnight now.
two-stroke era.
Night, Warden.
Good night, Warden.
All right.
Night. Sleep tight.
Yeah. I think he'd like that.
Get me on the what?
On the RG.
The RG. What's the RG?
It's a little two-stroke bike.
All right.
The pictures I put on the
that restored
chat
one.
earlier.
The little blue and white one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blue one.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Let me
Tell you what, I
find
looked
it
at
for
that.
you.
I tell you what, I looked at that and I thought, my God, that is that's one hell of a job they've done there, isn't it? From what I can see from pictures. Not that I know what I'm looking at as such, but you know what I mean.
Did you say that was a full nut and bolt restore?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
There you go, Dubby.
Yeah, it is nice.
And that paint job is absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Excuse me.
Looks tiny.
Who was that?
It was me.
The beauty about them, Dave, is because they were so small.
Yeah.
They were so light and they were so nimble. That's what made them the fastest 125 in that genre.
Yeah.
If you got the picture of the clocks there.
Yeah. Hold on. Two.
I don't know if you actually see behind the clocks. There's nothing there.
That's right. Just a metal frame that holds it
Just a
in.
metal frame holding the fairing on. That's all there is.
But that just looks absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, it's done 30,000 miles, near enough. 50 away.
Yep.
Jesus.
But yeah, that is pristine looking.
They're so easy to work on as well.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Thing is, that tank and the top half of fairing, it's unusual to see them in that colour blue. It's usually the dark blue at the top as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the bottom of the side panel.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think they did that light colour in the 500. I think they did it in the 250.
They did it. That was only for
Did
the
they do it in the
125 and the
400?
250. No, they're 125 and the 250.
The 400 and the 500 were dark blue on the top, weren't
It
they?
was dark blue on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's done a fantastic job of restoring it.
You're going to have to change that picture now because I'm getting a semi.
Hey, not on my watch, you bloody don't.
Anyway, guys, it's 10:30. I got to be up at 4:30. So you all have a good night. Thanks for hosting, Dobby, and I'll catch you all next week.
I think.
All right. No,
Yeah,
Dave.
well, you take care, Dave.
Night, Dave. Take it easy.
Okay, buddy.
No, mate.
Chat.
Enjoy.
You get your
Bye. I don't know what you just said, Dave, Jim. I presume good night in Turkish.
Yep.
Well, say it again, and I'll try and learn it.
İyi geceler.
İyi geceler. Okay. I'll go and say that to my daughter later on, and that'll probably scare the living daylights out of her.
She'll think you're pissed.
Yeah, she'll
Get
say.
up in the morning and say. Get up in the morning and say. Say good night to her when you get up in the morning, which is good morning. Tonight is good afternoon. The akşamlar is good evening. Yeah, iyi geceler is good night.
Well, I tell you what, I never thought I'd have a lesson on not only what a hill is and a mountain, but also.
No, if you look for the film, a man that goes up a hill that comes down a mountain, it's actually a film about it. It's got what's his name, Hugh Grant in it.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's based on a true story.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Is that the one where they go up with the wheelbarrows full of mud and stones and it's on the top?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, based on a true story.
Yep. There you go, Dobby. They thought they lived on. They actually thought that the village was on top of a mountain, but it wasn't because it was 5 foot short or something. So all they done is they wheelbarrowed up mud and stone and everything to make up the 5 feet, so they could register it as a mountain.
Oh wow! Why would you want to register somewhere as a mountain rather than a hill, though?
Because it was called, I can't remember the name of the place, but it was called something mountain, and it wasn't.
Ah, trade description.
Yeah.
That's not the mountain.
Yeah.
That's not the mountain that you like, Dobby. That's not Brokeback Mountain. That's different.
Hey, I was starting to like you, Chris. How do you get? And I can't ask David how to get rid of somebody now.
I think you can definitely class ours as a mountain because at the maximum peak it's 4,000 feet.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. I got out of breath just watching the video.
I got out of breath bloody doing it, Gordon.
I agree. We've reached the summit of the conversation. We've said words.
Well, speaking of words, look at Moist. Moist being very witty tonight.
Yeah, we said words, and that's our conversation.
I personally think that we should get Moist on it.
Yeah, I think he should if he can.
I think as he's a weekly member, he should come on and show his face.
Yeah. There you go, Moist. Gauntlet's been chopped down.
Yeah, come on, Moist. As supposed host, I definitely agree with that. See, look, here he goes again.
Oh dear.
So come on, Moist. You gotta get on here.
Bloody crude.
Come on, Moist. You've got to do it.
Thanks, McCullough. Oh, bless him.
We promise we won't take the piss out of your accent.
At least not much, mate.
Or anything about you whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promise anything.
We promise not to call you Paul Hogan.
No camera. What kind of fucking piece of shit computer are you working with down there? Use your phone.
It's probably
Don't
got
need
a
a camera
mouse.
then.
Probably got a mouse plugged into a generator or something. You know, like the wheel spinning around.
Hey, fucking Skippy on a big wheel.
Yeah, but actually we could answer that, but I might make a rock from my own back. But because we had Skeggy's brother come on, didn't we? But the first time he came on, and he was actually just doing it by phone.
Yeah, you can do it by phone.
You don't need to have it by a camera to. We can still at least hear you, if not see you.
Down under, though. I mean, they haven't got smartphones, have they? Not like us.
No. And their internet shit.
Is it just one step up from a didgeridoo?
It could be. Or a couple of beer cans with a bit of string.
Poor old Mice.
Yeah.
He's, my numbers are going to go down quick at this rate.
How many you got watching at the moment?
To quote David's terminology, 9,000.
4 then.
Yeah. Yeah. No, oh, come on, Chris. Come on. Can't you count? There's at least 5 of us.
No, but we're not watching.
You've got 9 watching and you've got 7 subs.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But I only had 2 before, and I don't even know who the hell they were. And I don't know what use having all the subs are, but it's nice to know that I've got 7 people who want to watch.
Thinking about Mice, you don't need a camera to come on here.
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah. You don't.
Yeah.
You can come on. You can come on. You can come on just with the mic, as long as you've got a mic. That's all that matters. Oh.
We don't need to see you so you can talk shit.
Yeah,
use your phone.
At least we know what you sound like then.
Australian? or is it New Zealand? Have I just insulted him? Hello, Tracy. Yeah, we know you're watching. Hello, sweetheart. Don't apologise, Chris. I'm loving it.
It's all about taking a piss and having a laugh, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got
If
to
you
try.
say so.
Oh, cheers, Gigs.
You'll be catching me up soon then, Dobby.
Yeah. Well, I'm now up to 8. Is that a good thing?
That's a bit silly if you don't produce videos, though.
Well, the only time I ever put videos on there on YouTube was a couple of years ago when I was decided to film some of my fish that I used to keep. So there's boring videos of fish swimming around in my various tanks I had. But I only used that so that I could link it for my friends to see it, and that was it. So
9.
if you want to if you want to go round and watch the fish go round and round, and my cat saying hello to them, go and have a look. It's not that exciting.
Yeah, I've got 26 subs and no content on my YouTube channel.
Blimey! How do you manage that? Oh yeah, I just noticed, Chris. Now I know why you said 9.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
I want my cut.
Cut of what?
When you monetize it.
Yeah, you'll be earning millions.
Oh, so I could have my cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got your camera now.
Well, yeah, I did think that, and then I thought, where the hell am I going to mount it? Because I've got this bloody great fairing in the screen in the way.
You can stick them all over the place.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you want to do, seriously though, before you put one on there, see if you've got any movement in the bit that you're putting it on. So, like on the back of my ZZR, behind the grab rail, there's a little tiny bit of fairing that comes out the back. And the first time I got it, I put it on there, and it felt fine. But when you're riding, little tiny movement gets transferred to that in the camera, and then the pictures fucking like that when you're watching it. So make sure it's on a really firm bit. I would say for yours, I mean, you could get one to go on the actual screen.
Is it a clear screen on yours, Dobby?
No, it's a dark screen.
Oh, it's a slight tint, isn't it?
It's got,
but you can stick one on the front of it. Just looking at a picture of it, actually.
Yeah, I suppose I could, if I had if it was a clamp in there, I could stick it on the top of there and just sort of clamp it onto there, see what happens.
I'll tell you where else you can put it. Looking at where your exhaust hanger is, I've got a bracket here, and I'll show you some pictures of how I made it. And I've actually made a clamp that goes, sorry, not a clamp, a mount that fits through the strap on the hanger. So you can have one down there, which gives you a good exhaust tone. You'll probably get one underneath the front of that fairing as well, so underneath your headlight. What you have to do is you invert the camera, but when you go into the menu, there'll be an upside down option.
Okay.
Well, it may not do because it's a bit cheap Chinesian one.
It might.
May not do.
You might get one on the back by the grab rail, between the seat and the grab rail. Depends how much that rear fairing moves.
Yeah, because it's like a little square in it.
Yeah, about a millimetre of movement will transfer to a horrible fucking blurry picture. But if it's solid, I mean, like the grab rail itself, yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, I'll just go out and play. I'll just sort of strap it down with some cable ties or something to start off with, just rather than just see what happens.
A favour, put a lanyard on it. I've lost 2 cameras, so I have lanyard on all of them now.
Or you could go Teletubby, mate.
Yeah.
have it sticking out the top of your helmet like this.
Now the trouble is, I'd probably knock it off every time I stop because I'll be shoving my visor up and sending it flying.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where else where you might get one as well is just in front of the front indicator.
Yeah. Okay. I'd be interested.
It'll be a socket and see.
Yeah, I know. Just out of interest, I mean, I've got this cheapo, like I said a couple of weeks ago, that I went and bought. The intention was because obviously my bandy was naked and it was going to just sit literally on a handlebars somewhere, just so it can see past, the clocks and whatever.
Yeah. What you'll get, all the GoPro stuff will fit that model that you've got.
Yeah.
So if you buy GoPro mounting brackets, they'll all come with, the decent ones will come with 3M stickers, double-sided stickers, which are brilliant. But be careful, there's two different types. There's one that's dead flat and dead rigid, and then there's one that's got a very slight curve in it, which is designed to go on your helmet. So not on your crash helmet, I mean. So it'll have a curve to go with that, but that curve fits nicely on some parts of the fairing. So it's about the same degree of curvature.
GoPro M3 screen mount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get some that like the sat nav mounts that you lick and stick to the window with a little lever on it, so you can put them on the inside or outside of the screen, have it facing you. Stick one on your clock facing you.
On your what?
You'll end up having on your speedo or your rev counter. Stick one on that. I've done that before.
I'm definitely going to have a go at that. That'll be something I'll do over the weekend. I'm just intrigued to see how good this little camera is. I stuck it in the car and I was well impressed with it for what I paid for it.
No, they're not bad. They are really pretty good, as you say, for the money that you're paying.
For Christ's sake, I mean, not that long ago, you would have paid sort of silly money like that for something, and it would have been absolutely chronic. But I was quite impressed. I just literally drove up to Asda just for the sheer hell of trying it, and I was quite impressed with the film as it came back out.
No, it looked pretty good.
That's why I said on the what. I had to ask. Oh, Skeggy. I see you still got wanker's cramp. Yeah, still got it on, sort of. I put it on and take it off as and when it suits me.
Dobby, I just put a link in the private chat, and this is a box of stuff I bought.
Okay.
It's 20 quid and you get all the ones you could ever need.
Okay. I'll try that out.
There's loads of little kits on eBay. Loads of them.
I've also just sent a link over on Messenger.
eBay and Amazon.
I've just sent a link over on the chat messenger thingy. That you might be interested.
Okay.
I know Chris will. He'll sit there dribbling his fucking nuts off.
I'm just looking at it now.
Right, so that means I've got to try and work out how to get that onto here. I don't know how to get that onto here. How do I get that onto here? Hold on. God, you're making me bloody work tonight, aren't you?
Hey, you chat amongst yourselves for a minute.
All of you chat amongst yourselves. That's the three of you that are left. Start talking. Hold on a second. Let's see if this works.
No.
That's the link. How do you get it to play on here? Oh, stupid thing.
Be
Dave,
careful if
where
you
are
play
you?
it on there live.
All
Anything
right,
more than
okay.
30 seconds, you'll get done for copyright.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do that anyway. So there's the link. Write it down or whatever, screenshot.
If you just go into the share thing and put the link in there, it should come up.
Okay, hold on. God.
Gosh. All right, so if we can do that. Come on.
Oh,
I picked up another sub as well. Get out, Kylie. Now, where are we?
No. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll tell you what, I'll leave that and Dave can have a look at it for me sometime. Because I don't know what I'm doing with that. I need him. But never mind. I will look at that, Jim. I promise you. And Chris can, if you click on the link.
Are you still watching it, Chris?
I was. I've paused it for a second because I've just got. Yeah, I mean that sounds lovely.
Were you getting excited?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear, another semi.
No, not semi anymore.
Here, Dobby, here's one for you. Open the link on your computer and watch it so we can see your reaction.
Can you actually see me?
I put another link up as well.
And can you see me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because if I have this come up, I don't know if you can still see me. Okay, let's have a look.
And there he was, gone.
And there he was, gone.
Bloody hell. Yeah, I am watching.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we're not.
Oh, sorry. Well, I don't know how the hell to do that. Can you? And now I've lost. Am I back? No, there I am. Hello. I'll tell you what, when I get off here, I'm going to press delete on this one. Very quickly, trust me. After the start, and it went from bad to worse after that, didn't it?
Did you watch any of the video though?
Yeah.
I saw the start. Who? Me or Chris?
Yeah. You.
I did.
Oh,
hey, I've just shared one on there as well. That's a little bit of me going around Silverstone.
Excellent. That I will watch that afterwards, rather than bore everybody with me disappearing off.
You've got to keep your headphones on for the first one, though, Dobby.
To
get the full effect and turn the volume right up.
Yeah.
Motorhead levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. +1.
Up to 11.
Yeah. I will do that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Beautiful
So what
sounding bike.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that for defo. So what? Anyone got any ride outs or plans for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm going out with a few mates. Hang on. I've got to turn Brands Hatch off. That's better. Yeah. So.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to sort of put you off your stroke, mate.
That's all right. Yeah, going out with a few mates. So we'll be out for a couple of hours. Meet up for a coffee and a bacon bun or something.
What about you, Gordon? Anything planned?
It depends what the weather's like up here.
I don't worry about the weather.
But, Might go a little bit of a trip out around the Peak District. Have a nose, see who's about.
That'd be nice.
Stay off the main roads. Too many coppers up there at the minute.
Sod's law, isn't it? What about you, Tim?
Yeah, Saturday I'm going over to see Waggy.
Yeah, where I'd probably see you as well.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at the RF. Cracking bike, love them. And I'm going over to Bury to see a friend of mine. Have a bit of lunch and basically catch up before I go home.
When you going back home, Sunday?
No, I've got about 3.5 weeks left.
All right.
And I'm off permanently.
Oh, right. So you're at. I thought you were just popping over for the week. So you're here, and then that's it. You're back there for good.
No. I'm back here sorting stuff out, and then depending on paperwork over there, I've got to go back there to sort out the business side of things. So he wants me back there as soon as possible so I can get the paperwork done. I might be back later on in the year. I don't know yet. It all depends on what happens.
Hope it goes well for you, mate.
Yep.
Who's fucking wrecking the joint then? Is that you, Dobby?
No, that wasn't me.
Lighter at the,
All right.
chuck me lighter at the laptop.
I thought somebody knocked the bottle over.
I had a chat with
No, not me again.
Tonight, and basically he said like he wants me back over there. So.
Well, that'd be all right. That'd be cool.
All the work visa and everything done. So he wants me back out there in about 4 or 5 weeks at the most. So,
Yeah.
And what about you, Carl?
Surprised, but
yeah. Maybe Dom's bike stop
around the yard.
No, maybe Dom's bike stop on the week on the Sunday. But
do they let you out for weekends then, Carl?
Absolutely. I get my throbbing penis extension and now I ride.
The warden lets him out for good behaviour.
Good behaviour? Does he actually understand what that means?
Probably not.
I can't. You can't even trust that grin, can you? How do you get him? Oh yeah. There we go. Oh. Now I'll get us back again. There we go. This is quite good fun, this actually, isn't it?
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Well, I am. But I'm allowing myself a treat tonight. I haven't had a decent proper one for a while, so I'm allowing myself.
You've got the full-bodied one, have you?
Oh yeah, I've been off the meds for a couple of weeks now because I hate taking meds. I have to take my standard mental pills and all that every day, but taking all these other tabs, I hate taking them. And I think I'd rather, what pain I've got left written there, I'd rather put up with that than keep taking the tablets, to be honest. So
yeah,
and
you do get to a situation like that, don't you?
Yeah. And I was taking, in the morning I was taking 245. I was taking 8 of the damn things, and then another 5, and then another 5, and another 5 during the day, and it was bloody ridiculous. And I just don't like taking it if I can help it. I did need it at the start, I will be fair, but I actually think, and it's going to sound daft actually, but I actually think now I've got this, having gone out on the bike for the first time in 7.5 weeks yesterday, I was quite concerned about my left arm particularly. And I was amazed that I actually did what I did. I went and picked up the bike and had a good old ride around, and then in the evening I disappeared up to Bury St Edmunds and back, expecting the next morning that I was going to be paying the price, but there was nothing in the morning. It was lovely. And the only pain I then got on was when I went to see my son this morning to go and actually show him the bike. It was painful then, but I put that down to the levers, because they were, if you've got the handlebar, the levers, instead of being roughly sort of level, they were down, and I was finding I was having to sit there and sort of have my wrist sort of turned to get to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I sort of I loosened them and just sort of brought them upwards, and the difference this evening was virtually no irritation or anything, and it was great. It just made a hell of a difference. So the one thing I didn't realise though, having moved them up, because it was fine riding all the time, but when I got home and I was trying to manoeuvre it in, going backwards into the garage, I had to turn it onto full lock, and of course the reservoirs, the brake fluid reservoirs, were catching on the screen, so I've had to tip them down slightly. So lesson learned. But fingers crossed, I'm going to have those changed anyway, but Saturday. Get rid of the long silver ones that it's got on and got slightly smaller black ones, just to tie up in my mind. So that's what I'll be doing. You're on a high octane tonight. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
I don't think it's high octane. It's called bloody nerves. Nerves and scared to hell.
And I think he's on more about the alcohol, mate.
All right.
You're doing fine, Dobby. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it.
All good. All good. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you guys as well, because I've got to go work in the morning. So I shall say good night.
Good night, mate. Next time,
take it easy.
Right,
I'll speak to you all soon.
Week.
Yeah,
take it easy,
we'll do.
buddy.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Yeah, take care, Chris. Right. It's up to you, gents, but we're coming up to 11. Do you want to call it a day in a little while?
Yeah, I'm quite happy. Whatever you want to do, mate. Who's in charge?
I don't really give a shit.
Do you not? I'll send you up a can of prunes then. That might help.
Syrup of figs, mate. It's better than prunes.
Yeah,
all I need to do is eat a bit of spicy food, and that gives me IBS, so I don't need none of that shit. Well, we had some Moroccan stuff the night before last, and it was more spicy than I realised.
Oh dear.
20 minutes later, I paid for it, and that was it. That was me done for a day and a half. Couldn't do nothing.
I couldn't do that. I like spice, but just to a certain level.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought it was like a Turkish version, but it wasn't. It was a bit more spicy, and it was like, yeah, I'm going to pay for this. And 20 minutes later, that was it. See how I go sit on the bog for an hour.
All I can see is I feel sorry for Bev.
She gets it as well, mate. So, she gives as good as she gets.
I don't know if she wants that broadcast, bless her.
Yeah, we both suffer with it, mate. It's quite common in old people.
Luckily, not me.
Speak for yourself, yeah.
You've got all this to come, Dobby. You've got all this to come.
I bypass. At my age, I think I managed to bypass most of that crap. Excuse the pun. Drop that one in
It's
quick.
something that I've had since I was a kid. So you know, it's one of them things.
Well, it's like anything, in it? Different foods. As I say, I can do spice to a certain degree, but I just can't. My kids wind me up something rotten sometimes. They say, "Oh, try this," and they know full well I'm not going to be able to handle it. You know, one mouthful and it's blowing your bloody head off, and you're coughing and splattering, and because you're coughing and splattering, you end up laughing, and that makes it even worse. Oh dear, my tea is definitely on form tonight, isn't they?
Burning ring of fire.
Johnny Cash wasn't the.
Yeah, Skeggy's one as well. Yeah, bog roll in the fridge for the morning.
Ah, I didn't see that one. Does that actually work? Because I've never tried that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, so, yeah, Sunday I'm actually going out for a ride. I've just chucked my lighter at my fucking laptop again. No, I'm actually out for a ride with some friends on Sunday.
That'd be nice.
So, yeah, Helmet, Bella, and a couple of others, I think.
Oh, cool. That'd be nice.
That'd be really nice. One of my last ride outs.
Oh, Jim.
I've got to be painkillered up to do it. But I've got to do it before Scarlett goes, just to go out for a ride on her, you know.
Well, you've got to have a decent run on her before you get rid of her, haven't you?
Oh yeah, but yeah, I just got to have painkillers about half hour before I go out.
Oh bless.
So,
do you know where you're going to be heading to? Anywhere particular, or?
I ain't got a fucking clue. They were going up to Walton Cliffs or something. I don't know.
Oh.
That means nothing to me.
That don't mean nothing to me. I've never been there, but there you go.
Well, have a nice time.
We're just going for a little ride out.
Yeah. Put some baby wipes in the fridge. Yeah. Cheers, Gordon.
Don't use baby wipes because the alcohol burns even worse. Especially when you got a hot ring. If you got a hot ring, the alcohol on the baby wipes burns.
Oh,
burns good.
Burn, baby, burn. Right. Jim, did we call this
Kenny on about Clacton Pier?
Clacton Pier.
Clacton Pier, I've only got to walk down the road. What are you on about?
Yeah, I remember that well when I was a lad.
Well, the air shows they used to have there as well.
Grandparents used to live. Grandparents used to live in Holland-on-Sea.
All right.
I used to go holidays there. I don't know. Is the airfield still there?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the first flight I ever took from that little airfield there. Grandparents paid for us to go in an airplane.
What's that, in a Tiger Moth?
I can't remember. No, it was only had one wing. One wing either side.
Sock with camel. The ones that they have Cessna 182s flying out of there.
Yeah.
So
that's been a long time since I've flown. I must admit, I used to love flying. Absolutely loved it.
Not much since I last flew. Was it?
Yeah. Week.
Yeah, that was at 40,000 feet going across the Alps.
Nice view.
That was
Yes.
fucking gorgeous, mate.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Which I presume we are safe in saying is a range of mountains and not range of hills. Just to
Well, it's
tidy it
got
up
some
for
hills in
everybody.
it. No,
There's a few hills at the base of it, but
yeah,
once you actually get in, yeah, they become mountains. Quite high
yeah,
mountains as
sort
well.
of. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Some of them don't actually get rid of all the snow even in the.
Yeah, well, we actually flew across some of them that are like up about 30,000 feet. Like we're at 40, you can sort of see them, but they've actually got snow on them. They've still got snow on them.
Yeah.
wow.
The cloud actually goes around them.
Yeah.
And they're sticking out the cloud.
Well, it's like when we have like thunderstorms up in the village on the mountain. The clouds actually go down below the house. Like you actually inside the clouds when you're having a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
That's slightly
That's
daunting
eerie,
when you've
that
got
is.
lightning strikes about 150 feet away from your house, hitting the mountain, and you're standing there watching it like, fuck that hell. And you can hear it crackling, you know.
Do you actually hear it here?
Amazing.
Do you hear it? Like,
You can hear the crackle as it comes down through the clouds. You hear it impacting the ground, and then you hear it going back up.
Wow. Oh my God.
You don't just hear the crack as it hits the ground. You actually hear it fizzing through the clouds.
Wow.
Fucking amazing.
I'll tell you, I'm well gelled, Jim. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I'd done a video of the thunderstorm we had about 2 years ago when we was out there. And that lasted, well, it started on the other side of the mountain about 9 o'clock in the evening. And it got across to us at about 2 o'clock. And from 2 o'clock in the morning right till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we had thunderstorms all around us. We're up in the clouds, or we're actually below. We're above the clouds.
Yeah.
So basically, a nice dry day, having a barbecue, watching everybody below you getting soaking wet.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah.
Well, we're 650 feet. When the rain clouds and that come in, they go down to about 100 to 200 feet, so they're below the house. So we're above that. So we got sunshine and it's pissing down on them.
That must be hell of a weird.
We're 450 feet above them if the clouds are at 200 feet. So we're actually above the rain and the storm and everything, and you can see the lightning juggling through the fucking clouds and everything. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's an amazing sight, isn't it? That sort of thing.
No, yeah. John.
No, John.
Take care.
Didn't even know you was on.
No, I didn't realise you were on.
Yeah.
Bless him. Right, I'm going to call it a day if I may.
Okay, mate.
I need to go and sort my 3 pussies out. Make sure they're looked after.
I keep chucking about.
Oh, what a surprise, turkey.
There it goes with that, look. Oh, no, I haven't got my ring on. Fucking hell.
No, you haven't got it on.
Don't go putting your ring in. Don't get your ring out on camera, mate.
Yeah, where are we? There you go.
There you are.
You go.
And don't forget your Motorhead one as well.
My Motorhead one?
Isn't it a Motorhead one? You got a ring?
What, that one?
Yeah, that one.
Ace of spades.
Yeah, that one. On the middle finger. I got that from fucking Samos Island. Believe it or not.
Yeah? Oh, bless.
Greek island of Samos.
Night, Chase. Thanks for joining us. Been great. And the night skegs.
No, it's Gigs, Tracy,
Night, Skeggs.
Patel.
And Tracy says good night,
Good
Skeggs.
night, Trace.
And to the
Good
other
night,
four
Mice.
people that are on as well.
Mice,
good night to
you
all
got
of
to
you.
come on with us next week, mate. There's no two ways about it. You got to come on.
Yes, please. If I'm going to brave it like this, then you've got to come on. But yes, and then moist.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like David now, aren't I?
Moist.
Moist.
It's moist.
Moist.
Moist.
Hopefully next week we'll get Skeggy on. No, it's not Skeggy. Skeggy and Wiggy.
Yeah, Skeggy and
I
Wiggy.
know why Dobbie's going. He's going to watch that fucking video, isn't he?
Oh, of course.
Of course. Yeah, he's going to watch that video. Debbie Does Dallas, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, stop giving all my bloody secrets.
Yeah, that's a pussy he's going on about.
Yeah, Dobby Does Dallas.
I'll tell you what is really. Do you know what is really sad? I was sorting out on the bike because I was putting my charger onto the bike this afternoon, so I can charge my phone on the move, etc. And all I kept thinking is, where can I mount my little Dobby doll? Just this little Dobby I've got, and I thought I've got to mount it somewhere just to have it on there. That is really sad.
Behind the screen.
Yeah.
I always stick mine behind the screen.
Yeah, I'll have to find a way of mounting him on there, so to speak.
Because when I had
woof.
Woof.
600, was it Ruby? Yeah, Ruby, GSXF 600. I had ton up Ted behind the screen on that one.
Oh, bless.
And then
so, yeah,
went from that to the 650, and then
well, that's going to be the next thing I try and work out. No night, mice, and thank you. I tried my best. I hope it was all right for everybody. And no night, John Boy from Skeggy. And night.
No.
Knee. The nights that like to say knee. Knee.
I want a shrubbery.
A little white fence. Right. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you very much for you lads for coming on. Made it a lot easier for me than I thought it would be. Thank you. No night, everyone.
Night, all.
Night, guys.